All right, let's do something really cool today. We are going to run a complete decade-by-decade simulation of building wealth, literally from scratch. We're going to map out a blueprint that shows how even small, consistent actions can lead to some truly extraordinary results down the line. Okay, let's get into it.
So forget all the abstract, boring theories for a minute. What we're doing here is actually running a simulation, a tangible look at how you can build a financial legacy from the ground up. We're going to see exactly how it's done, step by step. This isn't just a plan. Think of it as a visual journey into your potential future.
Okay, so every great journey has to start somewhere. For us, that's in our 20s. This is the launch pad. Seriously, the decisions you make here, no matter how small they might feel at the time, they have this massive, outsized impact on everything that comes later. This is where we plant the seed for all that future growth.
So what does it take to get this whole thing started? Just $200 a month. That's it. See, you don't need some huge fortune to begin. You just need a discipline to start with something that's actually achievable. And then the commitment to stay consistent. This right here, this is the single most powerful first step you can possibly take.
Now, right at the beginning, you're at a fork in the road. On one side, you've got the smart path. Simple, steady investing in broad market index funds. You're just consistently putting money in, buying more when prices are low, fewer when they're high, no drama. Then you have the risky path, trying to time the market, chasing the latest hot trend. For our simulation, you better believe we are sticking to the smart path, because when it comes to investing, slow and steady really truly wins the race. And to stay on that smart path, we have to dodge a couple of major traps. First one is lifestyle creep. You know what I'm talking about. Every time you get a pay raise, your spending just magically rises to meet it. The second is unnecessary debt, which is like trying to swim with an anchor tied to your ankle. Avoiding these two things is absolutely crucial because it protects the fuel for our investment engine.
All right, let's fast forward to the next phase. Welcome to your 30s and 40s. So if your 20s were all about planting that seed, this is the part where that seed sprouts and just starts growing like crazy. This is what we call the acceleration phase. And the reason for all that acceleration, it comes down to this incredible, almost magical force, compounding interest. This is the secret sauce. It's where your money starts making its own money, and then that money starts making even more. It's kind of invisible at first, but during these decades, you really start to feel its power.
So how do we pour gasoline on this fire? It really boils down to three key actions. First, as your salary goes up, you scale up how much you're investing to really accelerate that compounding. Second, you focus on financial stability, aggressively paying down any high-interest debt and building up a solid emergency fund. And third, once that foundation is rock solid, you can start to carefully diversify into other things, maybe like real estate.
You can really see the story unfolding here on this timeline. By age 30, you're building real momentum. By 40, that growth is hitting the accelerator hard. And then, as you get closer to 50, something really cool happens. Your mindset starts to shift from just, saving money to consciously building a real, lasting legacy.
Which brings us to the absolute climax of our simulation, your 50s. This is the exponential payoff, people. This is the decade where all that discipline, all the consistency, all the patience, it results in this dramatic, almost unbelievable explosion of growth.
And just look at this chart. This is the wow moment. You see that bar on the right? The one representing your investment growth? It is now way bigger than the bar on the left, which is the money you actually put in. This is the tipping point. The crucial takeaway is, your money is now officially working harder than you are.
So at this stage, your whole strategy kind of evolves. Your focus shifts away from just pure accumulation, and you start getting really smart about pre-retirement planning. That means you're optimizing for things like tax efficiency and building passive income streams that are going to support you for the rest of your life.
And now we've arrived at the final chapter, age 60 and beyond. This is where the whole blueprint is revealed. We've seen how the wealth was built. Now we get to see what it was all for. What does all this financial power actually unlock for you?
The result isn't just a big number in a bank account. No, it's something way more valuable than that. It's the ultimate freedom of choice. It's the ability to decide exactly how you spend your time, your energy, and your resources, completely on your own terms. So what do those choices even look like? Well, maybe it's retiring early so you can finally travel the world. Or maybe you dedicate your time and resources to impactful philanthropy. Or maybe, just maybe, it's finally funding that passion project you've been dreaming about for decades. The point is, the choice is all yours. So let's bring this all back home. What you've just seen, this isn't some fantasy. It's a simulation, yeah, but it's based on proven, time-tested principles. It is a tangible, real-world roadmap that shows you exactly what's possible for your own financial future when you combine discipline with a long-term perspective.
Look, we've walked through one powerful roadmap today, and we've shown what's achievable. The principles we talked about, they work. But your journey, your final blueprint, that's deeply personal. So the only question left to ask is, what's yours going to be?